It's C&B time, folks. Thanks for joining us for a brand new episode. I'm Siddharth Vinayak Patankar. On the program, we've got with us the all-new Mercedes-Benz A-Class. Now, you'll say that we've introduced you to the car before, but that's true. And that was simply an introduction, because now the car we have with us is the India spec. This one, the A180 Sport. All the details on what's available now with this car in India.
The Mercedes-Benz A-Class has been a global hit since its launch worldwide last summer, and we're frankly quite surprised as to how soon it's made it to Indian shores. But that's coming from a sense of urgency that Mercedes-Benz feels in not just India, but globally, to regain a lot of lost ground. The A-Class in India begins life as a completely built import with plans to try and begin local assembly by early 2014. The reason for the delay is on two counts. The Pune plant is yet to finish its capacity expansion in full, and the massive demand globally means it's not easy to get the headquarters to begin shipping kits of the car just yet. So, in India, we get two variants. The A180 style is diesel and priced at 21,93,500 rupees, and the A180 Sport or the petrol with a 22,73,500 rupees sticker price. These prices are ex-showroom Mumbai. Now, we asked for the Delhi prices, and Mercedes-Benz India said they're still being calculated, even after the launch. Oh well. The car with us on the show is the petrol, which, by the way, is better loaded.
The thing that strikes you about the design the first time you come and stand next to the car is just how relatively short it is. And you know what? That gives the car a look like it's sort of hugging the road. So it adds to the sporty element, and that gets emphasized by the sheer width and this really large integrated spoiler here at the back. So the point being that the car looks a little bit different to what you're used to seeing. It also looks a little more aggressive and sporty. And the tail light, even though it's nicely congruously fit into this whole styling language, what's nice is that it's harked back to the old C-shaped tail lights that you used to have from Mercedes-Benz. Almost part of its hallmark of design in a sense. At the back here, you see twin tailpipes, and that tells you that this is the A180 Sport. Sport, remember, is the petrol style. The A180 style will be the diesel variant. The other way to distinguish the two cars visually is this particular element, the black finish panoramic sunroof that's been thrown in here. Only standard on the Sport, you don't get it on the diesel, but on the diesel you'll get all the other little elements that we're going to talk about. Very sharp feature here, the integrated indicators, stuff like that buyers in India do like. Nice alloy pattern, very young, sort of sporty looking thing, and draws attention to the youthfulness of the design. That's again standard, by the way, on both the cars, as is what they call the progressive diamond front grille. Now, it's a smart move by Mercedes-Benz India to say that, look, we're just going to offer this grille standard. And unlike what you see in Europe, where you have the option for the really high-end grille that you can opt for, which is constructed of little pins which hold up each of these diamond heads, if you will. This one, it's just been integrated into the plastic grille. So the effect is of that floating diamond pattern, when in fact it isn't actually a floating grille. But like I said, it's a smart move, draws a lot of attention to this sexy face, gives it that sexiness as well, and brings your focus onto this really large three-pointed star up front.
A quick look inside next.
Now, they do call it the Sport, and so which is why the petrol, the interiors are very sporty. You get all black seats. The diesel will have a little bit of a red stripe running through that seat to distinguish again. But otherwise, the elements that you see here are pretty much what's been carried over from the European spec. Of course, all the equipment levels are not as high as the European spec. Some of the things have been taken away, but you still get a fair amount in terms of goodies. The familiar Mercedes-Benz infotainment system, this floating screen, and that gives you access to Bluetooth telephony, and through your phone you can access the internet, get onto the Mercedes-Benz apps, Facebook. All of that is possible through this screen, and of course also access to your music. Sporty enough dials as well, and overall this package will appeal, especially to those who want to drive, who want to push it just a little bit, and of course to the younger buyer.